go, hey, go, go, hey, go, go, hey, hey, go, hey, go, go, hey, go, go, hey, hey,
Hey y'all, welcome to the live stream. If you guys can hear me, I want to see purple hearts in the chat. Go ahead and hit me with those purple hearts. Tonight, I don't really want nothing. I'm just bored. I've been in the house all day. Didn't feel like making a video, but there has been a lot of tea spilled on Instagram. So I just thought that I would come in and just chill with you guys for 30 minutes. This is our first 30-minute Thursdays. We're not going to be on here too long. So I went ahead and paste the link in the chat where you can go ahead and call in if you want to join the conversation with me. I would love to chat with you guys. Shout out to everybody leaving purple hearts in the chat, and shout out to my members. Shout out to my loyal subscribers. I love to see it. How are y'all doing today? I need y'all to go ahead and start calling in. I don't have nobody in the green room. Don't make me hang up. Hello, Shoegirl Hills. Hello, Kristen. Hello, Terry, Tamisha, Abby. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Amy. Time with T. Glamour W _1. Hey. Shout out Andrea Lynch. Shout out to my ATLians squad from Marcille channel. Hello, Terry. Shout out to everybody who got here. Miss Jackie G was the first one in here tonight. Shout out to y'all. So, have you guys been on Instagram? Tell me in the chat what y'all think we're gonna discuss tonight. I know y'all saw what I saw. And some of y'all might be just as confused. All right, we got our first caller. Let me see about this live. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm all right. I always call on Marcille channel.
All right, what you want to talk about tonight?
I want to talk about, did you see what Eva was talking about with Nene?
I did. Y'all know I saw the tea. Yeah, I started working on a video, but then the story was still developing, and I didn't want to miss nothing. So I'm going to be posting a video tomorrow.
So what you think about it?
I want to know what y'all think. I'm going to tell y'all what I think eventually. But what do you think about what you saw today?
Well, I think Eva's going to tear her. I think Eva's going to let her have it.
Why do you think that?
Because I just think that. Hold on. Let me call you back.
Oh, is he talking to me? Hello? Dang. All right. So let's talk about what we saw today on Instagram. So apparently, Nene Leakes did an interview with Entertainment Tonight or ET Online. I can't remember if they're the same people or not. But Nene Leakes did an interview, and Somebody said he doing dishes in the background. Nene Leakes did an interview and she wanted smoke with Eva Marcille, and I was shook. Y'all, I'm only gonna be on this live if y'all gonna be calling in. I don't want to talk to myself tonight. Click this link and call in so you can talk to me and we can talk about this thing. Somebody said, let me call you back. Right. Shout out to DM Go Lightly for that super chat. You said, why can't Eva not address these matters in person? A lot of people wanted to know that. Oh, we got a caller on the line. Call in. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
How are you, Justin? So we all know what happened. Somebody needs to get her funds in order before she starts going back and forth with Nene. Priority.
What are you talking about?
We all know who we are talking about. Get a brush, all the head of hers.
I mean, as far as reads go, there were some pretty cute reads, right?
That was what read. If you're going to read, stand in your shade. Say this to their face.
So you feel like it don't count because she don't keep that same energy in person?
You cannot be safe in the confines of the Ricky Smiley show in Dallas, return back to Atlanta in front of production and say what you have to say. Do I need to remind everyone in the chat and yourself, Justin, where was she with all this energy when she was discussing Portia's C-sections and the blogs? She's real bold, loud and proud in front of Cynthia and Candy, but when it came to Toronto, amnesia. Just consistent cases of amnesia. And
well, if y'all pay attention, around this time every year, there's always something that pops off because everybody wants those letters in the mail. And I'm not talking about stimulus checks. They're expecting those letters in the mail that says, we want you back on the show. So I have a theory, but I just want to see if anybody else is gonna have this same theory before I pour out my JustinDiego theory.
Well, I will say somebody is definitely grasping for straws because there already has been constant talk in these YouTube streets about the fact she does not bring anything. Nobody, if anyone is going to say that they even remembered Eva was on the show in Greece, they are fibbing, Justin. None of them remembered her existence.
Right.
Greece. I remember there was a lot of cats and dogs and pigeons and a lot of shade. Kenya, Candy, messy, Cynthia, confused, and Marlo and Tanya being a lot of fun. Portia, adorable. But Eva, I'm just lost for words. It's just a big question mark. This is not 2003. This is not America's Next Top Model. Tyra Banks is nowhere to be seen. She is not bringing us anything. She needs to go back to her family, buy a house, fix her credit, funds up, leave Nene alone.
Okay.
Well, hilarious, by the way.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm only going to be on here 30 minutes, so I want to try to get as many calls in as possible. But I appreciate you.
Absolutely. And I can't wait for your theory. That's what I'm going to wait for. We need to hear
this. Y'all know I always got a JustinDiego theory. Hello, Andrea.
Hey, Justin. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and add Michelle, too, since you from the squad.
Yes.
But hey, I couldn't hear Andrea say anything. Oh, now I can. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Michelle. How you doing? I didn't say anything yet, but I did see Eva on there with her all that energy for Miss Nene Leakes. You know, she ain't got no storyline. She a pretty girl, but I'm just sick of her storyline because she ain't got one.
Oh, Eva?
That's exactly what she's doing.
Yes. And you know what? The point is, I would love to have Marlo have a peach and she can be gone. Because it's okay.
I'm hearing feedback from somebody.
I just put my phone on mute.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't appreciate how she was coming at Nene because Nene was.
But she started it. Nene started it, right?
Yeah, Nene said that let's see all her body. That was funny. It was funny. But she was just being rude. She just being rude. She trying to get her a peach for next year, but we ain't having it, and we don't want her. We want Marlo.
Right.
So I mean, I'm just tired, and I want her to have that same energy at the reunion, because I won't need just to give it to her. Really, give it to her.
Well, my thing with the situation is, and this is my theory, y'all. I'll go ahead and put my theory out early. I feel like every year around this time, something pops off. This is the same time last year, if I'm not mistaken, where Portia and Nene had their little beef, and Nene was talking about her when she was pregnant, and they had those texts.
Yes.
Every year is always something, and I feel like this is them kind of cutting up to make sure that they are, they are top of mind while these producers choose who will come back for next season, and while they're coming up with kind of these prospective storylines. So I feel like that's the case, and it makes me wonder, does Nene actually want Eva back? Because Nene's smarter than this. Like, if she didn't want Eva to be talked about, and if she really felt that way, I don't feel like she would be doing this kind of press about Eva right now.
But Eva didn't have no storyline last year. The baby was her storyline, so we got a new baby and a new storyline for baby.
But listen to what I said. Do you feel like Nene is she's coming off like, oh, Nene, Eva don't have a storyline, and while doing it, she's creating a storyline with Eva, especially if Nene really feels like anybody who has a fight with her gains some sort of legitimacy on the show. Is this Nene's way of looking out for Eva, or are they really fighting?
Well, I assume she don't want her
they're
on the
really
show.
fighting.
Me too. I don't think she want on the show. Because
Okay.
she just said she want Kim Zodiac to come back, even Phaedra.
Okay. Well, maybe my little theory is wrong.
Well, thanks for taking my call, Justin. You take care.
Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to add one more person. Is that okay, Michelle?
That's fine. Hey, sorry I'm late.
No problem. Hey, lovely Bree.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Michelle, can you hear her?
Yes. Hey, lovely Bree.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Okay, let's be real. This is business. Nene is playing the game smart. Let's get the word out. Let me argue with you. Last week it was Candy. This week it's Eva.
Ooh.
She's
Right.
going to do the rounds to keep her relevant for the executive producers.
Mm-hmm.
The reunion's supposed to come up. It's being postponed.
And if we don't keep talking, if we don't talk about something, they may just, axe that all together, huh?
I don't think they're going to axe it.
I don't. Well,
The reunion is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
When though? Like, let's be real. Like, this virus ain't no joke.
Okay, well, it happens in 2 months. Say it happens in 3 months. It still happens.
In the middle of Potomac and in the middle of Married to Medicine?
Who cares about them? We want to see a reunion.
I mean, I'm always down.
By then, like, we're gonna be over it.
I don't think we'll be over it. I think we'll be still sitting here, sitting on ready.
Michelle might know something we don't know, y'all.
Well, I mean, Cynthia Bailey even confirmed that the reunion is going to happen. All of the housewives have confirmed that. They just don't have a date yet. But it's going to happen. We just don't know when. And I feel like that's why Eva has turned up, because you remember Portia turned up singing Amazing Grace and all that stuff. When she thought her peach might get snatched or whatever, and they kept her. And I feel like that's what Eva's doing. She's trying to turn up so that, she could keep her peach. She did the same thing last season. She was coming for Nene at the reunion for what? For being mic'd up while they at work?
Right.
But Nene's this one. Nene is making her relevant. If she didn't want to do that, why start beef with her?
Right. Let me ask everybody in the chat, if you guys feel, first of all, do you guys feel like Nene and Eva are really mad? If you feel like they're really mad at each other, leave me yellow hearts in the chat. If you feel like this may be strategic and this might be a scheme that Nene set up to come to us with the BS, leave purple hearts emoji. I just want to know.
I think it's both.
I don't know. Y'all know I always come up with a theory, but I just feel like if Nene really didn't care, like she ain't talked about Giovanna again.
She hasn't talked about Giovanna.
So it's just like you really
But
using press
Giovanna
time.
doesn't have a peach though. So the beef would benefit both Nene and Eva at this point. I think more so Nene than Eva. But honestly, I think she was just giving her honest opinion. She wasn't saying anything none of us haven't said all season long. Why is Eva there?
Right.
That could be her opinion, but she's always quick to say, oh, I'm never going to come after somebody's check. That's their livelihood, right?
Well, I mean, if somebody asks a direct question, shouldn't you give a direct answer?
Well, you don't have to. He can't make her say Eva.
Okay, you're right.
She could say next
But
question.
did she actually say Eva or he brought up Eva?
Well,
He said,
because she said the housewives some housewives aren't pulling their weight. And then he said Eva.
I saw some slicing and dicing in the editing. I don't even think that she said it immediately the way that they chopped it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he kept prying and she finally said Eva.
Right.
Well, the interview she said with the Daily Dish, she said Eva's name and she was coming for her. And that was before this week. That was last week.
Right.
Well, there you have it.
Oh no. Well, half the people, it seems like we can't make up our minds, but we do know for sure that stay tuned on Instagram. Follow me at Real Housewives of Atlanta. Follow Michelle. Michelle, which one do you want them to follow you on? Because we both can
follow me at I am ATLian on Instagram. I am ATLian, or on YouTube, Michelle ATLian Brown.
This story is still developing. It's too early for me to do a video. Too early for Michelle to do a post.
I don't care enough. However, I'm here for the reads.
Right. Okay, so we're going to switch gears a little bit before I take some more calls. Thank you so much, Lovely Bree, for calling in.
Have a good evening, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
I get to play co-host. Ooh, okay.
I want to go ahead and switch gears and talk about, this song that Nene released. I saw you in the comments, Michelle.
Oh, child, don't be hating on Nene's rap skills. She said, I don't even remember, what was the words? Something about Peter. That's all I heard was Peter. And I was like, oh, she trying to drag Peter? And everybody got me together. And they was like, put your hearing aid in, Michelle. That is not what she said. So what did she say, Justin? Because I know you know.
I don't remember, actually. I just felt like it was about, but I'm going to play the video real quick. Actually, I loaded up the wrong video. My bad, trying to be cute and smooth. Go ahead and find it. But I feel like it was a bop, and I miss these types of petty moments, on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Like Kenya had Twirl, KKK Kim had Don't Be Tardy. Everybody had a song. Sheree had Don't Check Me Boo. Who gonna check me boo? So I guess it's time for Nene to have a little track going.
Right, and I'm here for these little fun shade moments where nobody gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to look forward to imagining Nene in the club performing this.
Okay.
Well, all right, we're going to watch the video really quick, and then I'm going to be back on to take a few more calls.
Okay.
Come on and get this. Honey, come on and get this. Honey, come on and get this. Honey, come on and get this. It's Nene and Lee. Come on, 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 come on. Yeah, I'm sweeter than some bubble gum. Get it jumping like double dutch. 5, 4, 3, 2, I've been number one. Chase bank, I run the numbers up. See, I know how to get to the back. G5.
Chase bank account. She run the numbers up. Y'all heard it?
Red eyes, and me to the floor. Peter gonna be mad, but like RuPaul, I love to let it drag. Do you see me? Shining, shining, and gleaming like diamonds.
See, I heard Peter gonna be mad.
Bob.
Paul, I love to let it drag. Do you see me? Shining, shining, and gleaming like diamonds.
I cannot wait to hear the song.
Diamonds.
Did you guys love this? Somebody said trash. Y'all not loving it?
They know they like it. They're going to be playing it in the club. Soon as they get off quarantine, they're going to be riding in the convertible, bopping it. Yep.
I can't wait to see like the video and everything, because these graphics are, they struggling just a little bit, but I'm going to let it slide because we're under quarantine. And maybe, somebody didn't have their office computer.
See, you so wrong. Somebody said it's a bop. I see somebody. Come on, Miss Leaks. Come on, Miss Leaks. Y'all can twerk to it. Y'all know it. We gonna get a little dance challenge going. Nene said she wants y'all to do a dance challenge like on TikTok, like y'all been doing everybody else's song.
Right. All right. I'm taking this call from Glock Topics. How are you?
Oh my God. Can you guys hear me?
You are live.
Hey Justin, hey Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
So what you want to talk about? I keep forgetting this is my little show.
It's Glock Topics. Hey, how you doing, friend?
I'm good. I don't really want to talk about Eva because that's kind of dry, but I do want to point out that I don't really think Nene started that. They always ask her that question. Like it seems like every year they ask her that, "Who do you think should be off the show?" question, and she kind of avoids it sometimes. She answers other times, and this time she answered. And I don't really think it was that big of a deal. It was less than a minute, and it was a long 20-minute interview.
Right.
And Eva took that moment to make it a moment, which she should do.
Right. Well, what do you think about the song? Do you think it's a bop or a flop?
I actually kind of like it. I don't really think it should be taken that serious. It's just, how these housewives do songs. None of those songs have been like great lately.
Right.
So I don't really
It's
think
just
it
a
should
little
get
happy
that much
song.
criticism. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can muster up enough super chats to make it my theme song for a couple of videos.
Okay. No, Bingeworthy, you need to call Nikki and get Nikki on the remix.
You should hook up
Right.
with cover art.
I was thinking about getting Candy and Portia and who else does music? Kenya. I want all of them to do a song together.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
The way they was all offbeat on Wendy's show that time.
That was a long time ago. They weren't getting paid.
Oh, they got their steps together now, huh?
Right. I'm gonna add one more caller.
Have you power washed More Manor yet?
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Hi.
Dragon Lord 72. It looks like your mic is muted. You are live. Uh-oh.
He's trying.
How about now?
We can hear you now.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to everyone. Michelle, you, and all the rest of the people. I just personally want to say that how does Nene Leakes always get the opportunity to say who should and who should not be on their show? I mean, it's like
because they asked her.
I know they asked her, but I'm saying, why don't they ask everybody else? And maybe
because
she wouldn't
nobody
like
else's opinion matters except for the queen.
Well, their opinion do
Who
matter.
cares what Cynthia thinks? Who cares?
I mean, I ain't worried about Cynthia. I'm talking about Nene Kenya. That's what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying?
Normally,
give Kenya an opportunity to say. I just think Nene has too much. They give her too much leeway. I mean, the leash needs to be tightened a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To let everybody else kind of do what they need to do.
For me, I don't particularly want any of the housewives asking that question. I think that question should always be directed to us. Like, is it relevant to me who they want on the show?
Right.
Yeah, but I also want to say that I know we got our picks and I know we got our favorites, but at the end of the day, all this is fun, and we all have to just realize this is all fun. Nobody take it too serious, but it is a happy Kenya.
All right, thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good night. All right. All right. Well, that was
I hate Kenya. I did not hate Kenya.
That was the show for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm kidding. I
don't know why I love that house tour you gave the other night.
I'm sorry, Glock Topics. I couldn't hear you.
I said I love that tour you gave of the ladies' houses you did the other night.
Thank you. Well, it wasn't my tour. I was just reviewing the tour that was available on YouTube, but I'm being blamed for it, and I will take it. They had I bought me a drone.
I like that little footage.
Yeah, I did too. It was so interesting.
A little controversial, but you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it flying over my house either. But since it's out there, I'm gonna talk about it.
Right.
I wonder if Eva's freaking out about that.
I don't know.
She would probably be shook if she knew.
You don't think she knows? It's actually been up for over a month. Almost a month.
I'm sure they'll do a nasty post about it tomorrow.
Right. So Michelle, Glock Topic, thanks you so much for calling in.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right.
Thank you, Glock Topics.
And Glock Topics is a member. Shout out to my members.
Yeah, shout out to the members. Join today and get exclusive tea from Justin and special live streams and everything.
Right. All right. What else should we talk about? That's the only two things I came ready to talk about. And I'm right under my 30 minutes, so I could technically leave like now and stick with this 30-minute Thursdays. Do you guys want me to leave, or do y'all want me to stay on a little bit longer?
Now you know they are not gonna let you leave, honey.
Y'all know.
Not gonna let you leave. What they say?
What do y'all want to talk about? I'm mad that y'all don't want to call in. I feel neglected.
I told Just a Superstar to call in. I guess he trying to be shy or something. I don't know.
He mad because I had him on hold for too long.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I did send him the link though.
Yeah, we were in the middle of talking, and I think it's weird to just add somebody. So.
Did you already talk about the Nene and Kim night show?
Oh, I do want to talk about that. All right, guys. Did you guys know that Nene Leakes announced that she is bringing the very person that she claims, is not for the people? And by for the people, y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't think she's for the people.
You don't think Kim for the people?
No.
That's right. Nene Leakes is bringing Kim Zolciak, and she's gone live on Instagram. She's calling it Nene Leakes and Kim Zolciak Live After Dark. It's going to be Friday, April 3rd, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. live on Instagram. She's asking us to bring our cocktails, ... Special guest stopping by, ! And I'm just like, I'm excited to see Nene Leakes going live, and I'm glad to see like everybody becoming, YouTubers and content
bloggers and
bloggers. But I don't know about this guest. We need to speak to her producers to see.
It looked like they're partners more so than guests. That's what it's looking like. Nene and Kim. I don't know, with special guests. You know what I'm saying?
So who gonna be the special guest?
I don't know.
Michelle
Maybe
Obama.
They get Phaedra. That would be a good show.
Yeah, that would. That would be the way to finesse the whole storyline for sure.
We need to go and get Apollo on there too.
Right. Somebody say ! Yeah, so let's talk about this live show, guys. So this means, Michelle, we out of work. We out of a job tomorrow. We're not allowed to go live tomorrow.
I'm going live. I don't know about you. I didn't go live today. Look, they're not gonna encroach on my live stream moments. So y'all can just tell me what happened. I just watched the replay.
I posted the link in the chat, guys. You don't have to get on camera. This is a podcast tonight, so don't be shy. You can even disguise your voice or whatever you need to do. But click the link. I can have up to 6 binge watchers in here at a time. You don't have to download any special apps. You can do it on your iPhone, your Android, your laptop. All you have to do is click that link and enable your microphone, and you can be live on the show with me.
Does it look like Nene and Kim kind of resemble each other in this fit?
You sounded like Team Toro, Michelle.
Oh, I'm just, I don't really like Kim. I'm Team Nene all day long, but Kim, she can kick rocks and gasoline socks. I don't like it.
I just feel like, and stay tuned, guys. Y'all know I got a binge-worthy video locked and loaded. But I feel like maybe my memory does not serve me correctly. But I feel like Nene made some pretty strong allegations about Miss Zolciak Bierman that has me really confused. And I feel this way about friends. Like, if I have a friend, say I have like three friends and we're all friends in a friend group together. If you fall out with the friend and you dog this friend to me and you ask me not to mess with this friend anymore, I don't want to see you with that friend without coming to me and being like, I know I said this about this friend. I said that she was, the R word. She don't like black people. But here I am in her face, inviting her on my platform. Like, I feel like I deserve to have a
I
conversation.
deserve an explanation.
Right. So hopefully
Yes.
that's what the live is for tomorrow.
Well, y'all let me know because I ain't doing it.
Because
I don't do Kim. I just don't do her.
If they don't get into that tomorrow, then I'm gonna be the main one in the comments. I might get blocked tomorrow because I want to know.
Because you know what? You know how I feel. Like giving people press, any kind of press, good or bad, is good for them. I will make you indifferent. Like I'm indifferent to you. I won't even talk about you, period. So I let y'all talk about it and y'all tell me, because I am not here for Kim Zolciak Bierman. Period.
Maybe do I need to get on my laptop?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Tijana. Is that how you say your name? Tiana?
Oh, dang. I don't think they can hear me.
We couldn't even see her. I can't see her.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh.
Hey, girl. Oh.
She got scared. We can hear you, sis.
Yeah, only thing you had to do was click the icon for your camera and turn it off.
All right. What were we saying?
Oh, we were just talking about the Kim Zolciak Nene Leakes show, or Nene Leakes / Kim Zolciak show, or whatever it is. I don't know.
So are you going to tune in at all? You're going to tune in quietly?
Maybe. I might tune in once it gets to YouTube. I'll leave them and I'm trying not to drag, but I'll leave them in their YouTube, their Instagram streams over there on Instagram. So I don't want to have any parts of it.
Right. Here's my think about that. Like, for me, I can admit that I always like to see housewives fight just to get back together. I never necessarily want them to pretty much exile someone. Like that's my issue with the whole Nene versus Kenya thing. Like y'all fight and fight and fight and you never get back together. So like we're tired. So I remember being excited for Kim to come back because I kind of felt like, okay, it's kind of cool, the last time she came back, especially since I felt like it was beneficial for Nene. But when Nene kind of made those allegations and she had receipts and things got to the point that they got, especially at that reunion,
the Roachgate situation and all of the little innuendos that Kim has said over the years. And, I could do a video myself. I got a cease and desist from Kim Zolciak Bierman. You know what I'm saying? Because I did, and I think I did a video. I don't know. But I just don't do her because of all the reasons above that we have discussed. And I do believe that, she feels a certain kind of way about people of color. Now, has she changed? I don't know. I don't talk to her. But I can actually understand Nene and her connection because, they started this show together. They were friends. They were friends in real life.
That's all fine and dandy. But once you start seeing stuff like that, it just takes it to another level. And I just felt like Black women were so vindicated whenever, it was pretty much made clear that number one, we're going to expose Kim for even the possibility of her being inappropriate. Plus, she's no longer invited in this space. Like I was so happy for y'all Black women. I was so happy for the cast. I was so happy for the show.
Trust me, we were all happy. It was like a celebration, like, yay, she's gone. But, I don't know. Again, I feel like she is playing chess. I just hope it doesn't backfire.
I just think it's scary and sad to see that being undone just because in the moment somebody is feeling some kind of way about how they're being portrayed or entreated on the show that they just want so desperately just to get something that they're familiar with. And she's kind of like, to me, she's making it almost seem like how everybody felt initially is not true. So I think that she needs to address that.
Well, maybe she will at the beginning of the late night chat fest that y'all are going to watch.
Right. I'm gonna add a few more callers. I'm gonna add 2 at a time. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. This is Egypt. How you doing?
Hey, Egypt.
Pretty good. I added you too, Hija B. Your mic is muted.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing? What do you guys want to talk about?
I want to talk about the Nene and Kim show. I don't think I'm going to watch that. I agree with Kim. I agree with Michelle. I don't think I want to watch that. Now, if she would bring in Phaedra, that would be a key. But I don't think Kim is the right person she should bring in.
Right.
Y'all know y'all gonna be curious. Y'all gonna be tipping over there to see what's being said.
And what about you?
I'm not gonna watch it. I agree with you, Michelle, because she had talked all that trash about Kim was racist, this, that, and the third. She should just stick with that. If she need a friend, she need to go get Phaedra.
Ooh.
But I ain't gonna take up your time.
Well,
we don't know who the special guest is gonna be now. So look.
Right. So what I was going to say is that because I had heard a little bit about this like a couple weeks ago, when she did one of the interviews for press, Nene, she was talking about how, and this is not nothing that was like publicized, or I think you may have to read it, but she was talking about doing a show with other housewives from other franchises and talking about different things. She said she wanted to make it like fun. So this might be something that this may be a part of that she's trying to actually bring with this live after dark thing. And you might see, it might not just be Kim, it might be multiple housewives maybe every time, because initially she wanted to be maybe like 4 or 5 housewives. And one from each franchise she talked about, and they will be just talking about a lot of different things, and she thought that it would be something fun to do.
And I would be down for that. I would. What do you think, Justin?
I just think that Nene, I think that every celebrity or every influencer, I just think is doing everything that they can to make the most out of this time. And I think that Nene is trying to be smart and creative, but she's missing the mark a little bit. I know that, it's like, oh, she got Kim. And this is why I feel like we should have checked her when she first started saying that she wants Kim back. You don't want Kim back, sis. Not for the culture.
No.
Right.
So we should have checked her then.
No. Yeah, the whole Kim thing, that's a dud for me. Like, you know how you have a firecracker and you try to light it, doesn't work? That's a dud. Like, leave that alone. Either usher in a new housewife or I don't know.
Right.
But the whole Kim, I don't even know about the Phaedra thing unless you're gonna bring Apollo and Apollo fiance and all of that.
Well, we don't want his.
Yeah, Michelle, I'll be here for that.
Yeah.
I don't know about his fiance.
Oh, don't
bring back Apollo.
But if it means that I get Phaedra
Michelle,
back, I'll allow it.
Yes, ma'am.
She was lit on that thing with that you had, Michelle. Oh my goodness. I was like, this is too much.
She was lit.
Do y'all want Apollo's boo thing on the show? Let me know in the comments.
No.
Thank you so much, ladies, for joining the show.
Remember, she's been on the show before now.
She has. We don't want that again.
They
she can't hang with them housewives. She can't hang with them. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a good night.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
All right, going to take another call. Time with T. How are you? Thank you so much, T, for joining the show.
Remember, she's been on the show before now.
She has. We don't put that again. We're
You
getting.
can't have the Housewives. You got to mute your computer.
You have to mute your computer. Thank you for calling. Have a good night.
All right.
All right, gonna have to try another one. Hello, Lamar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
Fine, Justin, I love you. Hello, Michelle Alien. I'm in Atlanta too, also. So ATL.
Yes.
Real quick.
Hey, Lamar.
Real quick. Hello, Justin. I love you. Your shade is real. Is real honest. I really do love you. I've been following you for like 4 months already. But everybody needs to get off Nene back. Everybody needs to get off Nene. I'm a fan of Nene. I think they should just let Nene alone. Nene is the best of them all. If they get Nene and Phaedra back, Kenya wouldn't be able to handle Nene and Phaedra at the same time. Notice when she had a problem with Phaedra, when she was all up hugging up on Phaedra, I just think Kenya is not real. She pays for husbands.
All right.
She buys husbands.
Well, we don't want to do all that now. The topic of tonight is about Miss Nene. And
you can drag Nene
yeah.
over here. You can't drag Kenya.
Well, you can drag Kenya on a night when we talking about Kenya, but we ain't getting demonetized over here.
Okay. But I think Nene actually carries the show. Notice she's the OG of the show anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And just to get off Nene back, I mean, Nene basically is the yes man to every single body that comes on there.
So you don't want us to talk about Nene Leaks at all? You don't want her to get her check? When people start talking, she don't get no money. She ain't relevant.
But I mean, Nene is the yes man. No matter what it is, Nene is like who she wants on the show and who she doesn't want on the show, no matter what it is. So it is what it is. I mean, if Nene wants Cynthia or Eva off the show, she can be like Eva off the show. I mean, like, look what happened. All the other people that came with Nene, they're no longer on the show because of they wasn't really good for the show. They didn't have a storyline. So Eva should be happy that she still is on the show because she could actually be gone. She could really be gone right by now. So
that's true. So you feel like do you feel like she shouldn't have said anything when Nene called her out and pretty much said that she's irrelevant?
What
she should have shut her fat butt up.
What gets me with Eva and Attn, back me up with this. What gets me with Eva is she's too like wishy-washy. Like wherever her wig blows, she goes. So if your wig blows to the left, you're gonna go to the left. Like you get on TV, you say all this kind of other stuff and with other people around other people, but all of a sudden, it's just like you're like, oh, I don't remember saying that, but you saying it, but you said it, so you don't like anybody calling you out. Right? So you trying to be all friends with Nene when Nene have an attitude on the reunion because y'all girls came for Nene the whole time. Notice nobody really reads Nene like that. Nene always the bad person of it all. Nene always mean. Nene always does this. And I didn't
This is my issue. This is my issue with you guys. I feel like y'all always take offense at how hard I go for Kenya, but when Kenya has a moment, I feel like I don't mind acknowledging it. And y'all are not acknowledging that there is a smidget of truth to what Eva said. Eva said that Nene has, really didn't have a storyline this season. I don't think that it's her fault, but as far as the show, the way the show has cut,
I would have to disagree with you, Bingeworthy.
Exactly.
Nene had a storyline. Nene's storyline was her relationship.
Yeah, Nene has a story. Nene has a storyline.
I'm talking about as far as the show is concerned. What is her storyline that we see on the show this season for Nene?
She's a head in charge.
Her repairing her relationship. Her whole tagline. The taglines tell you what the story is. She's on a spiritual journey, and so basically, she's repairing her relationship with each and every lady.
Right? She said flying first class, right?
Right.
I'm like, he really said five. I mean, nobody else. And I'm gonna get this.
First class spitting at people. First class wanting to fight people.
She did not spit.
She did not spit at her. She said she wanted to, and if she wanted to, she would have did it. But I mean, I don't think she will really do it. If Nene notice every single time that Nene gets in a fight, always it happens where everybody try to hold Nene because they know what Nene is capable of. Low key, Marlo is.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But I asked you, what is Nene's storyline on the show?
Nene don't have to have a storyline. She's the OG of the show. She's the only OG of the show.
Okay.
She comes to bring something.
He don't want to hear that.
I mean, I don't mind hearing it, but y'all aren't doing a good job. Y'all aren't doing a good job changing people's minds.
Justin always comes for Nene in his views and stuff. I'm like, you gotta watch out for Nene because Nene comes hard, and if Nene's off the show, notice when Nene's off the show and nobody don't see her, the show is boring. But when she's back on the show, it gets interesting.
Somebody in the comments, they doing a better job than you, Mr. Lamar. Somebody said Nene's storyline is Mark is her biggest fan. Now I'll accept that.
Mark is her biggest fan. Like Mark is her biggest fan. Mark likes her. I mean, because Nene never does.
But then she shaded Mark. So it's just like every time you try to go down the road with Nene, she switches it up.
Do you not like Nene, or you just like to come for Nene?
I love Nene Leakes. I was one of the first people cheering her on for her vibe. I like Nene when Nene's right. I like Nene when Nene is being Nene. Not when Nene is being,
God,
out of control and, just irrational. Like, I don't like that.
Nene is very low-key calm, but if you come for her, she's going to send for you. She's going to come back at you. And Nene is the most person that will read all them girls down, and them girls will not say nothing at all.
They can't say nothing.
They cannot say nothing.
And
Nene
she hasn't lied yet. She's told the truth this entire season.
All right. Well, I look forward to hearing you call into her show live tomorrow, Lamar. Live at 9 p.m.
Yeah, Lamar, call in and let me know how it goes because I won't be there.
I will. I will follow you, but Justin is a little bit a hater, so
Well, I appreciate you giving me chance after chance and trusting in my spiritual journey.
You know what? He's low key team Nene. I don't know why he be playing.
He's playing. Look at her CD that she came out with or whatever. So I mean, you can't think that the boss is making money.
This whole live is about Nene. Clearly, he's a fan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Yes, like I don't like. That's the thing, though. I don't hate Nene. I just, I'm honest with the emotion that I feel as I feel it. I'm gonna try time with.
But can I say something about Eva really
came out with or whatever? So I mean, you can't think that the ball.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. When Eva did her little rebuttal to Nene today, did anyone else notice? Because she's often called a colorist. That she said, she's coming from my bright sunflower. And I was like, why it's got to be a bright sunflower? Am I reading too much into that?
That sounds like a read.
No, it may not be. Because, she has tinges of colorist comments she said over the seasons. You know what I'm saying? And so for her to be like, she's coming for my bright sunflower. Okay, Eva, we know you're bright. We know that. So, yeah, anyway.
Right. Yeah, I was just, y'all know, just yesterday I was like over Eva. So obviously anything can kind of change my mind. I'm just happy that Eva was just like, oh, girl, if you say that I'm irrelevant and if you think that I'm incapable, even though I may be on my way out, let me let y'all know that I am capable of a little bit more reads. And we have to give Eva credit. Like, I'm not saying that I stand Eva or anything, but this season, she's showing us a little bit more than she's ever showed before. We can't help that she's.
What she show us? She wasn't there.
I just think that she's been funnier. Her confessionals have been funnier. When she is around, she's not trying to be like all holier than thou.
Her confessionals gotta be funny because she talking about everybody else stuff.
But I appreciate that.
Okay.
Because if she on the show, Bravo decided to give her a peach. I'd rather, her be, more of her authentic self. I feel like some people take time to, fall into that peach. And I feel like she made progress that we're not acknowledging.
Okay.
You don't think she made a little bit of progress?
No. I think her and Shamari are still on the same plane, and Shamari is
Really?
gone, and she is still there.
Really? I have
Really.
another caller. I'm going to go ahead and add King Colleton. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Justin. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Eva situation. So I don't like how everyone keeps on trying to say, oh, like, oh, Nene always wants this person to be fired. She wants that person fired. I mean, like, Nene was just doing an interview. She was asked a question by the interviewer, and he asked her, like, who would you get rid of? And, she said Eva. I would get rid of Eva because she brings nothing to the cast anymore. She never. I don't think she ever really brought anything to the cast. When Eva came on the show, I thought like maybe she would bring some. I thought like I was kind of excited about it because I thought we needed some new blood, but I don't really care for. I don't really like her like that. Something about her just seems a little shady to me. But I do think that Eva should go, and I think she's just trying to be relevant because it's like it's not that big of a deal that Nene said you need to go, in my opinion, because she was asked a question, who do you think should go, and she said Eva, and it wasn't that big of a deal. And yeah, and I don't like how Eva's always like throwing shade at Nene, and I did not like how Eva was trying to blame Nene for her finances being put out there last season, and it's like Nene did not put your finances out there. It was Marlo and your bridesmaid.
Right. What did you think about the song?
The song? Oh yeah, the song. I like that song. It was really cute. Yeah, I think it's called "Come and Get the Honey." Yeah, I like that. That's a nice little diss track.
It's a bop.
Right.
Yeah.
I love to see that she was moving in silence because we didn't even know she was doing that.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. As far as the thing with Nene going live with Kim tomorrow night, I might watch it. I actually like Kim. I know there's been a lot of discussion out there about whether or not she's racist. I don't think she's racist. I think she has said a lot of racial things. I mean, I know Michelle has her opinion about Kim, thinks she's a racist. I don't. I think Kim has said a lot of, offensive things before. Like, when she said that, I don't want to sit with Nene and Deshaun Snow and eat chicken, or when she said that Candy's house was in the ghetto, or, said that Nene lived in a roach nest. It's like, you can't say those things, but, I wouldn't care if Kim came back to the show. I was actually kind of excited when I found out she was coming back for season 10, but, I don't really think Kim fits with the cast anymore. I think every time because Nene was on Watch What Happens Live and said every time me and Kim are on the show together, we kind of have tension and we're not really friends anymore. And I kind of agree with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for calling in. What were you going to say?
I want to ask Michelle something. Michelle, will you ever get Phaedra to go live with you?
I don't think Phaedra will want to. I mean, she has an open invitation, but I don't know if she would or not. You need to call and ask her.
Yeah, I might go in her DMs and ask her, but who knows? So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, Justin.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, King Colleton.
All right. I'm going to try Rare Goddess. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
That's good. I just basically wanted to give my 2 cents on the Eva situation. I do agree with Michelle a lot. I think she definitely is aware and uses her light skinned girl privilege and kind of wants to make it known that she has that.
I know I heard it. I just didn't know if I was the only one who heard it. And a lot of times I read things into it, and I was just like, okay, I don't really care enough to talk about it, but okay.
When she said the nappy head comments, I think it was about Kenya and Portia, that's when I was like, okay, I know who we're dealing with.
Yep, the nappy headed, the black, but with the Q.
Right.
She said a couple of things. Yeah.
Right. And I'm just like, she wasn't there during Grease. We did not miss her. I do think that she gives good reads, but she can go. And as far as Kim is concerned, I do think she is good TV, but I don't want her back necessarily. I just think Nene wants an ally.
Yeah, and just because she has this ally on this late night talk show, why do y'all read that into Kim coming back? Maybe she just wants an ally on a late night talk show.
Because she said in like 2 or 3 interviews now, like she would bring Kim back. And and that started first, and then now this, and then it's time. Is that time?
You're right.
And they like to test people's chemistry as far as like how things go, so they can ease them back into us.
Yeah, and see the audience's reaction. I get it.
Right. But honestly, I think they should just pull like a wild card and just like drop Claudia Jordan in there. But that probably
Lord, not Claudia again.
Thank you so much.
I love her.
Thank you so much. I'm kidding.
I almost like you, rare goddess. You said Claudia. Oh no. Oh no!
I love her. She gave.
You think Eva is colorist? Claudia is 1,000 times worse than Eva.
She is, but I think she gets better TV. I just really do. And when she said Nene had top ramen on her hair, I fell out.
Claudia did have some good moments. I just feel like Claudia tried too hard. You gotta lay low your first season, and I just feel like she missed that memo.
Yeah, when she did have that moment with Cordell, I was like, because I'm definitely a Portia kind of girl, so I was like, I didn't care for that.
Right, and she was coming for the wrong people. She was coming after 2 of the most loved. So
yeah, that's true.
I have nothing to say about Claudia.
Well, thank you so much for calling. I'm gonna take a couple more calls because I've already ran over my 30-minute Thursdays.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oop. Hello.
That.
Hi, and she was coming for the wrong people. She was coming after 2 of the most loved video.
Time T girl.
Michelle, can you explain how to do it? Because I'm not as familiar.
Time with T. If you're on your computer, you need to close the window that has YouTube open. Once you close that window, listen to the audio that is in the window where you are right now. Because with both windows open,
hey, can you guys hear me?
You gotta close that window.
You have to close the YouTube window and just work through the StreamYard window. Sorry, y'all. If you want to call in, I placed the link in the description. Try it one more time. Time with T. What about now?
Once I close.
I think I can hear you clearly now. I can hear you.
She probably turned the whole computer down.
Okay.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes. Hey.
Child, this ain't working.
She sound like me.
We can hear you. I feel so bad. Cause she keep wanting to call, and I want her to call.
Time with T, we can hear you. Turn the computer up a little bit, girl. Just a little bit.
All right, we have 365 people in the chat.
Y'all better like this video.
Y'all better like this video. And if you are loving this stream, I want to see purple hearts in the chat. Let's get purple hearts so Time with T can go ahead and join us on the show. Can you hear us?
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I can't hear y'all, but I just wanted to say that Nene needs to stay on the show. We need her. But let me tell y'all something real quick about them wigs. If y'all can hear, I'm looking at the chat on my phone, so y'all just let me know what's going on because I can't hear y'all. But Nene needs to go to that Instagram site with them wigs and do something about them wigs because them wigs is just not working. I like the wigs on the show, but I don't like the wigs on her head. I think her and Kim look very much like sisters. That Botox in Nene face looks like the show. Somebody said we can hear you loud and clear. I'm sorry, I cannot hear y'all. Justin, I love you. Michelle, I love you too, girl. I don't be on here all the time. This is my first time I got to work in the morning, but I'm up here. But let me finish what I was saying. So Kim and Nene, that Botox that they've been getting look just alike, so they look like sisters. I believe it was wrong as I don't think we could cuss up here, but I don't think it was right for Nene to like be like or whatever kind of spitting she was doing. Let me tell y'all something real quick. If Nene would have tried to spit on me, Bravo would have took my check. I'm sorry, because I wouldn't have made it. They would have just took my check because I wouldn't have made it. Because if you try to spit at me, spit on me, whatever type of whatever she was doing, I just don't think that's right. But honey, I love Nene. I live for Nene. And Justin, I can't hear you right now. You gonna say that I'm wrong, but I just think that Kenya was so mean this season because all the stuff she was going through with Mark. Like Portia said, baby, if I don't like you, if I don't like you, you don't. If I don't talk to her, you don't talk to her. So he should have respected it and he should have honored that because that was his wife at the time. We don't know if she paid him or whatever, honey. But I think she paid him because behind the scenes he was like, "Well, everybody knows I hate it. Everybody knows I hate it." And let me tell y'all something real quick, and I'm gonna hang up after this because I cannot I can't even hear y'all, but I don't think that Portia and Nene had no tears when they was crying. I don't know if anybody else is here could see that, but Portia and Nene did not have no tears. They said they missed each other, but watch at the reunion, and there will be a reunion for everybody that think it's not going to be a reunion. This apocalypse coronavirus ain't stopping nothing, honey. We will have a reunion, and I'm gonna be right there front and center with my popcorn, spitting like Nene. But I just don't think that neither one of Portia or Nene had no tears. So yeah, I'm done because I can't hear y'all. And somebody said Rosalind Campbell Kenya is pathetic. I'm sorry, Justin, I love you, and I'm done.
Dang.
I'm scared to say something because we might echo. Hello. I like her.
Right. I wish she could hear us. My little
Except for the part about the spit. I like her.
My computer freezing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My computer freezing. It's all coming crashing down.
Oh no.
I knew I should have just did 30 minutes.
You know, God is trying to tell you something, child. It's time to go.
Oh, it's working again. It's working. Yeah, I like her. I wish she could hear us.
She could hear us in the chat.
Right. Should I add some more colors?
Sure.
Or what do you have to say?
I just got some tea out. No, I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, okay.
I just, I'll be getting texts and stuff.
Breaking news.
I mean, we'll talk about it. We can't talk about it live, child.
Okay.
Then it'll be broke.
Hello, Roddy.
Hey,
how are you?
Hi.
Good guys.
Welcome to
We just up late.
Okay, so basically, I just want to ask Michelle why that Nene is just as provocative as Kenya. Like throwing popcorn seeds at somebody or whatever. If Kenya did that to somebody else and then they hit her, they would say she was asking for it. So don't you think Nene was asking for a fight too?
She didn't spit anything.
But she was throwing those seeds at her.
I have a question, Michelle. Why are you acting like that wasn't gonna happen?
I mean, she was eating popcorn. She said, I ought to spit on you. She did not spit anything.
But didn't she throw some seeds at her?
She was sitting there throwing, and that was just light shade. That was just fun.
She was throwing seeds at her. Kenya never has put her hands on somebody first.
It was cats walking around. All kind of stuff was going on. It was just random. It wasn't abusive or nothing. She didn't throw rocks.
It's not abusive to have a bullhorn, but she got dragged for it.
Well, that's kind of abusive because that can make your earlobes bloody.
Oh, come on. Because it's crazy. Listen, I think that I do like you a lot, but I think that you are playing up how evil, quote unquote, you think Kenya is. She does crazy stuff.
I'm
but
playing it up. Are you watching the same show?
but how is Nene not the
Even
exact
Candy
same type of
knows she's
evil?
evil. Candy saw how she
I don't know
almost
about
pushed Candy
evil.
in the bushes.
That ain't
Listen,
evil.
I think the word evil is a little too much. You're right, but
That's why I can't take them serious. Evil?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
evil's too much. But don't you think that they really do play the same game?
I have said that they're like two sides of the same coin. I have said that. But I feel like Kenya's worse.
Listen, and you didn't have to
And
go
you
in
ain't
on her
gonna make
house
me
today,
say
too. That
nothing
mold,
different.
the moss.
Wouldn't you guys love to see Kenya and Nene finally get along?
Oh, I thought you was about to say celebrity death match or something.
They should. I think. Listen, I think that Nene really actually did like Kenya. I just don't think she
Her
liked
feelings
her
got
when
hurt.
she started getting press. Like when you watched Kenya's first season, Nene was like all for her. She was laughing when she was dressed like Phaedra doing that. It wasn't until the reunion when the show had aired and Kenya was getting all that clout that Nene had an issue.
What happened about the haters have white refrigerators? Wasn't that around that time?
What's that?
When Kenya was living in that hotel and Nene went with her to look at places or whatever, and then she started talking about Kenya's refrigerator.
Yeah, but they were joking at that time. Like you could tell she was showing her a house.
Okay.
Right. And that was like friendly to me.
Yeah, they were friendly. I just don't think they've ever been friends. I think they were friendly. But
I feel like Nene is always interested in like being your friend until we start to like you. And especially when we start to like you a little bit more than we maybe like Nene, then it's like, girl, back it up.
Well, I wonder, Michelle, because you know these people, do you know do you know what happened? Remember that one time when Kenya and Nene made up, when Kenya went to that party and touched her shoulder and Nene like gave her the cold shoulder? What happened in that in-between time?
Who are you asking? I can't remember that far back. I can't remember past last week.
It was famous when
Nene saw the ratings.
I remember the situation. Go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry.
Nene saw the ratings and saw people were loving Kenya. And was like, we friends.
Oh God, y'all put me. I don't know what happened.
Because Kenya really has apologized so many times, and you can tell. Like the thing about Kenya, I am on her team, but I do know she's an actress, so you can see the times.
Also, you feel like she's been acting vile and evil.
What's that?
It's just mad.
Right. 1 second before we keep this conversation, I'm gonna introduce Terry really quick, and then we can keep going.
Hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Hey, Justin. Hey, Michelle. Terry from London here. It's like 6 a.m. So, just putting my commitment to you guys. Yeah, this season's been really, really interesting, I feel. And I think what's really needed for next season is Phaedra back. I feel like the fans need to know what's been happening in between. Who is she dating? Now Apollo's out. We need to know what his life is like. We need to see what the chemistry is like between the two of them. We need to see Candy and we need to see Phaedra have that conversation to kind of see whether there is anything that can be salvaged. You know, we need that story.
Between, are you talking about Phaedra and Candy?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm actually really surprised that Candy is really standing her ground with that, because Candy tends to like blow up but then get over stuff kind of fast. But she ain't, it don't look she getting over this.
Wait a minute. Where has Candy gotten over anything fast?
Well, she was back friends with Portia. I feel like she's forgiven like Nene and got to a better place with Nene.
She was the first one to get on Kenya's team after Apollo admitted to lying.
Like, okay, maybe
I got so much to say about that, but
maybe not fast, but like she typically, to me, used to do whatever was best for the show.
She got on Kenya's team because she was at odds with Phaedra, and Apollo didn't admit to lying. Apollo took back what he said because he was trying to get back at Phaedra. Now, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh.
Roddy, what do you think?
Listen, I think that Candy is a producer in her head, and she knows who's interesting. And if somebody else is taking the heat, she took a lot of heat for that season with Portia. So now I think she's like, okay, let's let somebody else come and start some mess, and I can kind of sit pretty.
And it's been a while, though. It's been a while.
That's true. I think Phaedra, I do think it's time for Phaedra to come back. And I'm not even a huge fan of her, but the same way I thought it was unfair that Kenya was gone, I think it's unfair she's gone, because they are the main kind of team. Like those girls, there's like a lot of rotating seats, but they're the main ones. Kenya, Nene, Phaedra, Portia, Candy, you know.
Because I love Candy, but I feel like one good season to like get your head back in the game, that's all I would have gave her. So then they gave her 2, now 3. Girl, we bringing Phaedra back. If you ain't ready, talk to you later.
Thank you. I completely agree with what you're saying. And I also feel like the other factor as well is this season, when you really think about it, has been much ado about nothing. Like nothing has really been going on. I mean, the feuds are kind of petty, but I think we're used to previous Housewives seasons with real storylines, real life things actually happening. We know that Dennis cheated. That was pretty much kind of like last season. But in terms of anything real, like nothing has really been going on in the girls' lives. It's almost been like a season full of kind of overextended cattiness. Whereas with Phaedra back, that would be a real storyline because people have real feelings about that whole situation. So it'd be interesting to have a storyline that anchors the whole cast, in opposed to kind of, you know, light storylines that kind of keep us entertained. But we need something really meaty for season 13.
That's true.
That's the thing, because those girls, they actually have, you know, true history. Phaedra and Candy and Kenya and Nene and all them. It's like when I'm watching these people like Eva and Tanya and all these people, I'm like, they're cool, but really you don't have anything to do with these people. Like you can tell they're just kind of like thrown in there, you know.
Right.
Although what I will say is I think that Tanya's addition this season has been really good energy. I feel like she's definitely grown from her first season last year, in terms of like just injecting a bit of positivity and also like learning how to be shady, because I feel like she was kind of taken off guard last season, whereas like this season she's more kind of holding her own.
Well, I think she's got a lot of potential, and that's why I actually saw Kenya in an interview, and Kenya said she thinks that she would make a good housewife. And I was like, I respect that, because they'd have beef, but even Kenya's like, no, she'll be good on the show because she knows that they can get into it, you know?
Yeah. And I also want to see more of Tanya's business side. Like we all know that she's like a boss behind the scenes in terms of kind of the tech space and stuff. And I'd love to kind of see Bravo explore more of that.
Right.
But I have a question for Justin and Michelle. What do you think? Like Nene keeps going on and saying, you know, Kenya's holding on to that Buffalo comment. She's holding on to that Buffalo comment. Let it go. Like, why would you hold on to something so stupid? But isn't Nene the one who like ended a friendship because she and her friend invited somebody else to a party? Like, isn't that equally kind of petty?
I personally don't think it was because she invited Kenya. I think it was because she invited Kenya and didn't tell her. It was like she did it behind her back to be shady. And she conspired with Candy to bring Kenya back. And, you know, Nene felt some kind of way about that. I don't think she cared about who was invited or not. And that's my opinion.
But are y'all loving these 2 callers? The comments are saying bring y'all back.
Yeah. But
okay, sorry, go ahead.
She literally said, Nene said the exact same thing though when Kenya asked why she invited Walter to the wedding. Like Nene was like, I don't got to invite nobody. Like I don't have to care about what you're doing, whatever.
But Cynthia didn't have to care either. The point being is she did it on purpose to offend Nene. It wasn't, in my opinion. Now, y'all may have a different thought about it, but I mean, and then for her to whisper while they on camera, I'm supposed to act like Kenya's not here. That's being shady. Nene inviting Walter was just Nene inviting Walter to the wedding because she's known him longer than she knew Kenya.
Yeah, but they've all done those things because Nene even was texting Cynthia and Marlo a couple seasons back saying, if you shoot with Kenya, like I won't talk to you or whatever. Like they all do that. So,
No, I don't think she. That's a whole nother story because I was at lunch. Yeah, what had happened with Marlo was trying to get back on the show as a friend, and instead of waiting patiently, she felt like Nene was taking too long. So then she started hanging out with Kenya just to be on the show. So there's some other thing, but
right.
See, personally, I feel like the mistake that Cynthia made was that she should have just said with her whole chest to Nene, look, I can invite who the hell I want to my events.
Yes,
you do the same. She should have just kept that same energy. I feel like because she kind of flip-flops and has this like half loyalty to Nene, and then she's like shady behind the scenes. Like she just needs to be consistent with Nene, and I feel like Nene would have respected her for that. But I feel like now the damage is done. Like Nene's like she said, like they'll never be in the same place because I feel like Nene's the kind of person where like loyalty is everything. Although sometimes Nene does use loyalty to her advantage. I feel like Cynthia had an opportunity to kind of just keep it all the way real. She didn't, and now they're in the place that they're in. I also just want to say, like, Justin, I need you to get the bag. I need to see you on like the Bravo podcast, like interviewing these housewives, because I feel like the people that they've got at the moment, like doing like the after show and the podcast, like there's not that passion that like we have for the housewives. And I
don't look like them. I don't look like them. So
you don't need to look like them, but you've got that knowledge. You know what I mean? Like you've got that energy that the fans kind of help to kind of promote the show. So yeah, Andy needs to come correct. Andy needs to come correct.
I'm gonna have to start a petition, and y'all just gonna have to sign it because, I mean.
Well, I think both of you guys should join forces, Michelle and Justin. Because listen, even though I'm Team Twirl, I do watch Michelle's videos, and I'm like,
of course,
I like to see her go in, just so I can figure out why I think she's wrong. But I really like it, and I think you guys are fun together.
Right? Well, thank you guys.
I'm never changing my mind.
Thank you guys for calling in. It has been fun. Shout out to you in London.
Thank you, Justin.
Fun talking to you. Stay safe.
All right, you too, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Oh, Justin, child, you turned 30 minutes to an hour and a half.
Right? I didn't intend on having a long live. I have one. Right. I have one more caller.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, push on. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Michelle's here on the line too.
Hi, Christy.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. Hope everybody's doing well.
Thank you. Same for you.
What do you want to talk about?
Yes, to piggyback on what was previously discussed, I'm just, flabbergasted about, Eva and, what she had to say about Nene. Because at the end of the day, I love Nene. And I just think that Phaedra, she should come back because Candy, this season, she's been a little shady back and forth. And the things that, she's been doing and the way she's been moving, I kind of don't like that from her because I didn't expect it. But who's to say what a person will or won't do? But I think Phaedra, she'll keep everybody on their toes. And see the expression on Candy's face to see that, hey, Phaedra's back, I'm here. And, the camaraderie of, getting some of the OGs back. I think that would give the season a boost. And to me, I think, Candy has all that built up shadiness and energy going on. Let's see how you feel when, Phaedra comes back, seasons later and to see how you feel, as far as that discussion goes. You were so invested in Kenya and Nene's conversation and what Kenya, Nene, and Portia and Nene. You were so invested in their conversation. I was wondering how would that conversation go with you and Portia? Not Portia, but well, yeah, you, Portia, and Phaedra, or you and her alone, because
Right.
would boost the ratings skyrocket. And she
Right.
said,
A lot of people placed a lot of emphasis on what Nene had to say about Eva, which I really wouldn't even cared. I think Eva, jumped on that and made it a story. But I thought it was interesting that, this is like the third time that Nene has said like she thinks that it's strange that Kandi hasn't had to face her issues on the show like everybody else has. And I get it. Kandi's issues was a little bit more tumultuous, but I just feel like it would be good for the show to get a resolution. And with what I know about Kandi, I think that it would be good for the show for her to face it. I think that Bravo should like maybe bring Phaedra back as like a friend of the show, and that should be her punishment. And don't really give her a lot of scenes, and give Kandi a chance to kind of ease her way into it. But they should have to address it, and they should definitely get into some things. And I think that the show really needs that. I think the show has needed that ever since it didn't happen.
I agree, because we didn't have closure.
Mm-hmm.
And with the closure, I believe that she should get the peach, and that would be the bomb. Because it seems like since Phaedra left, it seems like she's been getting shadier and shadier by the season and being messier and messier. All of a sudden, besties with Kenya.
Do you think that has to do with Phaedra though?
It doesn't have anything to do with Phaedra, but in some aspects, I believe Phaedra and Kenya, there's some similarities alike. Now, I don't think that Kenya possibly would do anything on the lines of what Phaedra has done, but the similarities of their shadiness, their pettiness, their gut punches and their punchlines, they're similar. And I believe in some way that if Kandi does sit down and talk to Phaedra, that, it will be some type of resolution. Not saying that they will be besties, but it will be a situation where she would have to sit down and face it. And once she faces it and confronts it, just move on from it. Because she stated that if she does come back, speaking of Phaedra, if she does come back, she won't be on the show. I'm like, girl, you love your bag, and you're not gonna miss your bag for nobody.
Right.
Even if you don't film with her, or they're like, this is warranted a conversation. Even if
she walk off every scene, I would still be here for it.
Right. Love it. And to my, and my thinking is don't walk away from it, because I believe she will walk away from it. And just like you told Kenya, why are you walking away? Don't walk away. Why face it and move on from it? And because Phaedra does have a good storyline, although she's divorced from Apollo, she has things going on. She had issues with Claudia Jordan, when she left the show, about who she was dating, the things they were going back and forth on Instagram about. And it's just, she has a solid storyline. So, I think she should come back, like you said, start off as, a guest of the show, and then move her way back up. But the conversation is warranted. And as far as Kenya, I'm not Team Twirl. I'm so sorry for the Team Twirls. I'm not Twirl. I'm sorry. Kenya has did some really low down, dirty things, and she expects everyone to feel sorry for her.
I don't know why Team Twirl can't see that.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you starting a conversation about Kandi, and having us like really get into that situation, because I wasn't planning on talking about that today.
Can't talk about Kenya.
See your binge-worthy tomorrow. Love you guys. Y'all stay safe.
I'll talk about Kenya on my channel tomorrow. Bye.
No, like people, Michelle, stop. People can.
I'm playing.
Topic.
I'm joking.
Right. So I let her, talk about Candy because I feel like I found a way to apply that back to Nene from that
Yeah.
interview. But I want to really stick to
Stay to the topic. I get it.
Well, that was our last caller. You know, do you want to hang
thank
out
you for inviting me
longer, or are you ready to?
Oh, I mean, you can stay on. I'm ready to go. I go hang out in the chat. I'll watch you.
All right. Well, guys, all right. Thank you so much for calling, Michelle. I'm going to wrap it up in a little bit, and I'll be hitting you up for that tea.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right, guys. I had so much fun with tonight's stream. It was only supposed to be 30-minute Thursdays, and we went over almost 3 times. This is almost an hour and 30-minute Thursdays. I really had a fun time talking about this. There will be a new Bingeworthy video coming out tomorrow where I'm going to be discussing everything that happened in the interview with Nene, everything that Nene kind of threw shade at. And I found that clip where Nene and Sheree was going back and forth talking about fix that body, fix that face, no, fix that body, no, fix that face. So I think that, that clip is relevant for this video that I'm working on. And for my members, I have the 1-minute clip almost finished edited. And if you guys are in the right tier, my members will get this first sneak peek of that video early tomorrow. So go ahead and be on the members only community tab so that you can be one of the first to know exactly what that video is going to be about. I love you guys for watching and, sticking with me to the very end. I have one more call in the queue. Oh, they hung up. I was going to ask y'all if y'all want me to take this last call. But thank you guys again for watching. And let me know. I want to see purple hearts right now if you guys want me to do more live videos like this, or if y'all want me to stick to my little edited videos. Purple hearts if y'all want me to do more live podcasts like this. And red X's if you do not like live videos from TheJustinDiego. All right. Well, thanks again, guys, for talking with me tonight. Somebody said, don't leave. I can't stay on forever. I will see y'all on the next one. Oh. The ghetto. Thanks so much for tuning into this live video with me and making things so fun in the comments tonight. And I definitely want to say thanks again to everyone who called in and got a chance to speak with me tonight. I really had a lot of fun. But before I go, I have to shout out to all of my new members. There is something really special about someone choosing to pay a monthly fee for your content. And some of y'all are paying more than people are paying for Netflix.
Thank you.
So I want to see purple hearts before I go in the comment section right now from all of my subscribers. And for my members, go ahead and represent with those emojis that have been reserved just for y'all. Thanks again for watching this video. I will see all of my binge watchers on the next one.